My name is Mike.
And my name is Pete.
We're two good-looking nerds. We're both say it at the same time, so you won't.
Comic books, movies, modern video games, old video games, and professional wrestling or sports entertainment.
Okay. Hello, spirits in a digital world.
Yep.
As opposed to spirits in the material world. You know that's a song by Bleach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm Mike.
And I'm Pete.
We're two good-looking nerds. Oh, you kind of said
I did it that time.
I
was starting to feel bad for you.
Jesus. I mean, because I'm not the only good-looking nerd either.
That's true. I'm very handsome.
You are a very good-looking man.
Yeah. I believe it. Long hair, beautiful goatee. Not gonna lie, I look like a professional wrestler.
Exactly what Vince would want. Or Triple H.
I think. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
But as usual with this podcast, our main focus is professional wrestling. We'll venture into other nerdisms, tidbits, just because that's what we do.
Yep. We gotta make this fast because I'm addicted to Metal Gear Solid 5.
We'll get to that soon. That means I'll probably be kicked out of here eventually.
Yep.
Just because of that. You son of a bitch.
It's your fault, man.
Hey, you deserve it. Anyway, once again, this is it's usually a bi-weekly podcast, or we can get it to you when we can, because life sucks.
Yeah, life gets in the way of a lot of things, man.
It really does, especially lately.
Just dive right into it.
Yeah, let's dive right in. Let's begin.
All right, we can talk about the sorry state of professional wrestling.
Okay. WWE Smackdown, Raw. Let's talk about it. Well, let's review it. Anyway, what we can review.
Okay.
If we haven't been watching NFL.
Yeah, NFL or Major League Baseball. Go Mets.
Go Mets. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yankees out of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's alright. They deserved it. And we deserve to win for once. So it's okay.
Yeah, but as right now they have Cena feuding with Ziggler.
Yeah, for the U.S. title. All the rumors about Ziggler going heel Ziggler. I don't even know if I fucking care, but we'll see.
You like Ziggler more than me.
Well, yeah, I know, because he's the jobber that they've been using, because he's a semi-established star, because he's been there for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they've used him to help put over other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was the champ for a week until Alberto Del Rio kicked him in the face or something.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, we'll see what they go with there. I mean, I'm glad they got rid of the whole
Lana and
Rusev angle thing going on. So, with that being said, Ziggler has nothing else to do but to be a heel, I guess. And Cena's not going to go heel, obviously.
Yeah, I think we could see how they go about bringing him heel, because hopefully it's not a traditional way. Maybe they can come up with something new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read crap about them wanting to do a Bella. Like, apparently he dated a Bella on that TV show. Yeah,
so he used to date her before Cena.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I hope that's not a reason. You know, like I can't stand any more couple shit in professional wrestling after that Lana Summer Rae Ziggler fiasco. It was horrible. Horrible. Almost as bad as the main event scene, but we'll wait till we get to talk to that.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be an opportunity for, at least for fans, to get Nikki Bella out of the Divas division. There you go. They involve her with,
look at you. Always finding the good side.
Yeah, you gotta find a good side.
All right.
I mean, no one likes Nikki, but I'm pretty sure they don't want her in I guess that'll be the mid-card scene either. They probably want to get rid of the Bellas entirely.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they could fix that Divas Revolution. Can we even still call it a revolution? It's been like half a year, hasn't it?
It seems like the main focus now is who started the revolution, which doesn't make sense to me. But we should be on the Divas title. Scratch that. It should be on the women's title.
Hopefully they bring that back.
You know, but all it is like, no, I started the Divas Revolution. No, I started the Divas Revolution. At least one thing that I will mention, I'm not sure if you missed this, but they started to, seems like they're starting to throw a little monkey and the wrench and Team Bad, trying to separate that Sasha's the most popular.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sasha, she gets the chance.
Right.
And rightfully so. Like, I want to see her in the match.
Yeah, Brie Bella, during one of the matches on Raw, she even took the mic and started yelling out, "We want Sasha," mockery and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually a good move.
Yeah, it was.
By the Bella, making it a little more interesting. But I mean, it's right. I mean, because the week before, you had the NXT pay-per-view, whatever the hell that thing's called. And she had that Iron Man match, and it was good. I mean, of course, there's no Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, or Brock, Kurt. But
Sasha is, right now, has potential to be the best female wrestler.
Yeah, but
since Trish or Lita, if you want, or AJ Lee.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, I mean, with the Divas Revolution and all that stuff, there's still no, like, clear-cut heel or face. And, what they do with all the champions, every champion except for Kevin Owens looks extremely, oh no, never mind, okay, I just take that back. The heavyweight champion and the Divas champion look like fucking faggots. They lose to everybody all the time. And Cena, well, he'll never lose.
Yeah, and Charlotte, I mean, you remember in NXT, Charlotte was her own individual. I mean, she took some things from Flair, but now she's
every promo she does, everything she does, Ric Flair has to get involved. Someone has to say something about Ric Flair. It's like, you're right. When she was in NXT, it was wrestling was the focus.
Right.
And it was really good.
She was her own person.
Yeah.
She didn't have to live off the
exactly.
Career. So, but now,
once
again, as soon as
they get to the main roster, and then they just fucking shit the bed on them.
Speaking of Kevin Owens is in the middle of a feud with Ryback, and once again he beat what's the Lucha Dragons, and then there's Sin Cara and
Mystico or whatever.
Yeah, he beat him. Chris Benoit snapped 5-on fashion, by the way, for those who noticed it. I noticed it, but anyway. But yeah, and as usual, I like Kevin Owens. I like the way he acts.
Yeah.
It seemed like another run-of-the-mill match because we faced each other before. It was Sin Cara, I believe, the week before, but I don't get what's the point of these matches when his rivalry is supposed to be with Ryback. At least that's what I thought. But
something that I really hate too is I hate it when a singles competitor, like a champion, like Kevin Owens is the Intercontinental champ. So, like, by the law of professional wrestling, he's like the second or the third best professional wrestler, except for the number one contender, And then, like, he goes up against a tag team partner, like a tag team. And I hate it when they do that. And they do that so often, too. They always do that. I can't stand that. There's a million singles competitors. Like, fucking pull out Zack Ryder or Axl Rose. I don't even know if he's still employed. But if you're gonna do a squash match, put somebody else on TV. Don't squash a tag team, because then you make the tag team look weak. Especially because the partner's always out there too, and he gets fooled by a ring entrance or some crap. It's horrible.
Well, speaking of which, one of the highest tag teams in WWE since we've seen Hell No happens to be New Day.
Oh, man.
They continue. They started off Raw, matter of fact. And,
well, I mean, if we could go back to, I believe, our very first podcast, I spoke about how much I hated the New Day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did. I remember that was one of my original rants.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was one of the originals.
Yeah, that's right.
But, man, I'm totally 180 on them.
Oh, man.
I love them. They're one of the only good things about professional wrestling right now.
Yeah, highly entertaining.
Yeah.
They each have their own moment on the mic, and I never thought I would say that
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
And I knew Big E had potential, and of course Xavier Woods, but they're all funny, and they're hilarious. They were in Chicago this past week. They made a mockery of Derrick Rose, their player. They know what to say in each town they go to.
Yeah, they do a really good job of playing the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what heels can do, and that's what they should do. Because if you got 15,000 people in an audience and you're not trying to interact with the audience, then what the hell are you supposed to be doing in the first place?
That's why I said I thought it was funny. I told you the other day because they were talking to Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose in the ring, and they mentioned about Randy Orton's history of being with groups, calling him a groupie, with Legacy, the Authority, and of course Evolution.
Yeah.
And at one point, Randy Orton did chuckle. I think it was like a real life chuckle.
Yeah.
Okay,
like you got me.
Yeah. So which I thought was funny.
It's good. And, the matches in the ring, too, are entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if, it's a slow part of a match or they're about to go to commercial or something, I mean, they have Xavier Woods on the side, usually saying something hilarious.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Especially with the tricep meat and
trumpet and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, good, man.
Speaking of which, I want to bring up something to another feud that's going on way too long. And I think you mentioned the other day that you were listening to this specific wrestler speak, but you couldn't handle it because he messed up so bad.
Oh, man.
Changed the channel.
I was kind of hoping we would avoid this because I didn't want to get upset. But man, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, God, that was awful. That was awful. I mean, like as soon as the crowd started chanting "what," I had to change the channel. I felt bad for him. It was like watching somebody bomb on American Idol, and it was just awful, man.
Yeah, they kept saying boring, and he did respond and say, "This is not boring. This is real life." But he said it in his awkward way.
I didn't even know he did that.
Yeah,
now I really feel sorry for him. Like that's bad. And this is the guy that the WWE wants to win the Royal Rumble and have people get behind, and he can't do a 5-minute promo to get me heated about a feud he's had for 5 months.
Oh, way too long.
Yeah. You know what's probably going to happen? At Hell in a Cell, they're going to have their one-on-one match in a Hell in a Cell, and the fucking redhead's going to come back. And then they're just going to continue this feud for another fucking month.
What's his
name? Eric
Rowan. Yeah, and like I said, I thought it was cool when Strowman showed up, and I thought they were going to be like, okay, like I told you before, with the Flock and Raven, WCW, like, we're going to take over this whole this whole company. But no, they seem more focused on Roman Reigns at one point Ambrose, but now Ambrose with Randy Orton.
Yeah, and now they have a feud.
Yeah,
they kept tagging each other. They kept tagging themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they're just like pulling for feathers, man.
Right.
It's really bad booking. It's really bad.
Speaking of bad booking, and I mean you can say yes or no to this, but I was very excited when Dudley Boyz first returned, but now they seem to have I don't know,
outlived it already.
To me, it's like I never thought the Dudley Boyz could be booked so just boring, compared to we remember the guys from ECW in the beginning days of the Attitude Era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's true too. Like even in TNA a few years ago when Bubba Ray was Bully Ray, and like he was the fucking TNA World Champ for a little time there, and now like he's back, and I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say I'm over them yet because it's still
the Dudley Boyz.
Yeah, because it's still the Dudley Boyz, and they'll still get a table and do the what's up and all that stuff. I mean, they still have their classic trademark stuff, and if you don't fucking murk out for it, then there's something wrong with you. But you're right; it's getting to a point. I mean, they haven't even won.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, they beat New Day like 3 times already, and I think they're playing them again.
Matter of fact, I want to mention because New Day said during the WWE Madison Square Garden thing, they mentioned about the Dudley's obscure 90s catchphrases. That was Xavier Woods because the What's Up thing. I was dying laughing when I heard that. I was like, once again, New Day, they know what to say. Mm-hmm. The dances may look a little bit weird, but they know what to say.
I don't know why Big A just stands on the side of the apron. I feel very uncomfortable watching that.
Are you sure?
It was not even like The Godfather, It was like...
Yeah, exactly. You sure you don't feel...
We used to see some obscene shit back then. But...
Oh, yeah. You said that's up there with the...
I think maybe now I'm just getting old.
Could be, man. No, you're not. I mean, look at you. You look like you're 20 years old.
Cut it out.
God, you look good. Anyway, okay, once again, they announced this, I believe the last pay-per-view, Night of Champions, they announced Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And, they've been advertising it ever since. What's your thoughts on this being the third match, and them not even acknowledging the matches they had when he was...
rivalry they had?
Yeah, when he was, just the regular dead man with the biker gear. Yeah. You remember that? Hell of a stuff. Mm-hmm. They mentioned it was a 13-year rivalry, but they said this is the third match. I think this will be the fourth.
Well, I mean,
once again, they're messing up.
Yeah, where they only acknowledge some of the past.
Right, exactly.
Like, story-wise purposes, we want you to only remember half the story. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And And there's nothing wrong to me with Big Evil Undertaker. I don't know why some people have.
I loved it, man. I was listening to Kid Rock the other day, and it made me think of the Undertaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's your thoughts on this? Being the third final match. I thought it was gonna be WrestleMania, but they're doing it.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that they're doing it now, and they could do something else with
Right.
each of them at WrestleMania.
That's all I'm saying.
You know, I don't want to see. Well, I don't know. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see that because that would be really cliche. But
who knows?
I mean, at the end of this rivalry, I want Brock Lesnar to win. I mean, he should win. Undertaker usually does stuff by the book, and so I mean, Brock Lesnar should win. If Brock Lesnar doesn't win clean, I don't know, man. I just kind of want it to be over with.
Do you think Taker at his age can compete in the Hell in a Cell match? This is not the Hell in a Cell match we're talking like 10, 15 years ago where it's ultra violent.
Yeah.
But do you think he can move via,
I think he could. I just think we'll see. I mean, he moved really good at SummerSlam, I thought.
Yeah, he did. But then he passed out at the end in real life, too.
Yeah, but I mean, the fuck, he's 60 years old. I mean, as long as I'm entertained, I'll be okay. But I don't want what the WWE says. Because their ratings are in the shithole.
Right.
And I mean, rightfully so. I mean,
lowest in 17 years.
Yeah, Demon Kane, all that crap. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, I can't believe we even skipped that. Let me go back real quick. So, what's your thoughts on the main event scene? Let's get that right.
It's horrible. I don't even want to call it a main event scene.
It is. The world champion and Kane are right now the main event.
Yeah, like Seth Rollins is booked as a world champion. I've never seen anybody booked so bad in my life. I mean, like...
I was thinking WCW booking. I was trying to see who was booked so bad as champion there, but Seth Rollins, it sucks because he's such a young champion, you know?
And he's so good, too. I mean, like... I don't understand how right now he's with the Demon Kane and he's losing so bad, and then, 2 months ago he was the U.S. champ and the world champ, and then he lost the U.S. belt, and now, he loses every match he's in, triple threat matches, or... tag team. It's really, really bad, man.
Yeah.
I hate it. Whenever I'm skeptical to watch the first 20 minutes of Raw because I know it's going to be a stupid authority promo.
Exactly.
And
they weren't there this past Monday.
Oh yeah, so I had to listen to them telephone in.
Kane, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. It made it look like they didn't know what matches were going on in this world of Facebook, Twitter, and they advertise it on Raw all the time.
So what's going to happen tonight? I'm fucking Demon Kane.
Right.
Don't put him in a match with you, Kane. You're too powerful. You're too short. What? It's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, like I said before, I told you before we even started this, I never really liked Kane's 2012 version of his mask. I don't know, something about it bothers me.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole wig deal. I don't know, it's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never been big on Kane.
Yeah, I know you said that.
I've always hated that guy. The only time
Jacobs is a Hall of Famer.
Okay, I'll put him in the Hall of Fame because I mean he's always been
consistent.
But I mean, every time they try to give him a stupid main event push, it's just awful. They always do it the wrong ways, and
of course it's bad. But I think, like I said, Jacobs, Kane, whatever. I think he's personally, I think he's just, I'm going to do what they tell me to do, which he's always done. And I think that,
yeah, but I think when they come up with them and they tell them they want to do this, I think he should be like, maybe the fans don't want me to do this.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Maybe I'm just being selfish. Maybe a lot of people enjoy it, but I personally...
Like who? Check the internet. Check What Culture. Shout out to WhatCulture.com. Look at the comment section. No one likes it.
I know everybody hates it because it's bad. It's bad television. Especially when you're doing this and you're up against football and baseball and,
Yeah, the NBA coming up soon.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how do you want to... And now they even have a thing on ESPN.
Right.
Oh, what the hell is that? Top 10 moments of Raw? There's no 10 moments of Raw that are worth mentioning.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can't get 10 minutes out of 3 hours, huh?
Yeah, you can't get 10 good things out of 3 hours of television. It's awful.
I mean, just like you said, this overdone rivalry with Kane and Seth Rollins,
the Authority, all of it.
The Authority, and real quick with Neville, and I'm not sure you missed it, Neville and Barrett again, they're having a rivalry going on.
The same feud? That was...
Yeah, because, Barrett can't come back, but he's still King Barrett. He teamed up with Money in the Bank.
Sheamus?
Yeah, Sheamus.
Oh, yeah, I read something about that, like the European powers.
Yeah, which they hinted at a few years ago, if I remember right.
Like, I love cliques. Like, I love groups. But
that group can end real quick, especially if he plans to cash in eventually.
Well, maybe they could do something.
Well, we said that with Stardust and the Ascension, and look what that happened. Look at that.
I don't even know what happened with that.
Matter of fact, I'll tell you, the Ascension jobbed to the Dudleys on Monday night. There you go.
Oh, great. There we go. There we go. Way to build up stars. But it's okay, because John Cena's going to be filming a TV show, so we'll just get overwhelmed with more crap.
Or, like you said, they'll bring in The Rock or Undertaker, Ric Flair.
They'll pay The Rock $50 million to come in and be a champ for 2 weeks. Stupid.
Alright.
Okay.
But anyway, real quick, because I know you're getting pretty mad.
That face is getting red.
It's getting red. So, you're okay with the Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar thing. That's your fine with it.
Yeah, as long as it's the last one.
Right.
Clean cut winner. I don't care who the fuck wins. Brock should, but Undertaker does. I love the Undertaker.
But I know Undertaker because he wants to do the right thing. Yeah. Go down on his back. So, overall, WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, are you excited? Are you just going to watch it because you got charged by WWE? I'm going to watch it
because they charged me.
Because they charged you?
I'm going to watch it despite them.
Are you like me and think that they should stop naming these pay-per-views like TLC and Elimination Chamber? I think I hate it when they started doing that. To me, it ruins the spectacle of, okay, we're going to use this Hell in a Cell to end the rivalry. Now it's just a pay-per-view. Everybody can go to Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Everybody can go to Elimination Chamber. Everybody can have a TLC match.
Yeah, I agree. It should be like a special event, special occasion, not a yearly thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I said. They should bring back No Mercy.
Yeah, exactly. You could have a big... Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's when you're supposed to be ending feuds, was at the big things. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Like, that's where feuds end. That's not where they're in the middle of a feud.
Right. So, more than likely, the lineup hasn't been named for all the matches, but if you had to pick, obviously it's probably going to be Ziggler and Cena. Who would you think goes over? Is it probably going to be Ziggler because Cena's going away?
Yeah, because Cena's gone for TV for a few months. It'll be him. Hopefully they do it right. Like, I don't just want Cena to be, John Cena. Oh, God, he lost because of some interference and then they jumped him or something. Oh.
But he's not going to go down,
maybe New Day comes out. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, but New Day is going to go probably against the Dudleys. Who would you say for that? New Day again, or Dudleys finally triumph?
I kind of want the Dudleys to win, just because they've lost so much.
Right.
But, if New Day keeps it, I'm fine with that. And
once again, it'll probably be right back in our boy, Kevin Steen.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Kevin's got to win that, of course.
Right.
Ryback sucks.
Yeah, I know you don't like Ryback. I know you don't like the feed me more thing, or the meat hook clothesline. You don't like any of it.
Meat hook clothesline.
You don't like any of it.
It's staph infection. He's alright. He sucks.
Jeez, man. Alright, well, I hope Kevin Steen wins. Of course, there's going to be Kane and Seth Rollins. That's probably what will happen. It'll be an official match.
Oh, God. Seth Rollins has to win.
Yeah.
If Kane becomes a champ, I'm going to be furious. If Sheamus comes out and wins, then I'm fine with that, too. Because that will change the scene. And that'd be good. Because Seth Rollins.
Right.
Until he gets booked differently, as much as I love him, I hate it right now.
And Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns.
I need Bray Wyatt to win. The only feud he's ever won was Dean Ambrose. He's lost everything else in all the big shows. He has to win. And after Roman Reigns' thing, I was getting on the Roman Reigns bandwagon, but after that promo, I can't do it anymore.
He needs a manager, or
he just needs to keep it quiet,
Shut up, Roman.
Yeah, they had him out there to do the breast cancer awareness and stuff, and he bombed at that. Mm-hmm. Then he had a 10-minute promo next week that was even worse than the breast cancer thing.
Right.
And that was probably the worst. It was one of the worst promos I've seen in years.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And the other matches, they haven't been announced yet. So we have like Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Neville, Barrett. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll announce those soon.
Yeah, when it comes to all that, who wins between Neville and Barrett? It doesn't matter. That feud will go on for another 3 years.
Jeez. So negative. You can't find the positive.
They feuded back then, and then he gets hurt, and then he comes back, and then they feud right away.
I'm like New Day. Positivity. Find the positivity in the situation.
Yeah. I'm done with it.
Jeez. Anyway.
I'm being negative.
Lana and Rusev controversy. I guess Vince McMahon was mad that they officially got married.
Or
and
engaged.
It was, engaged. Excuse me. Engaged, and it got leaked to TMZ.
I think they leaked it because they wanted that story to end. And I fucking agree with them, and thank God. If they did turn themselves in. But whoever did that, thank you.
Because Rusev lost to Ryback in a matter of only 3 minutes, so more than likely it was you're going to be punished for doing this.
Well, that's fine. Hopefully Lana comes back, Lana becomes his manager, and he can become relevant again. Because Rusev's, he's a heel that I like.
Right.
And it's rare that I like people.
I think he could be turned face and have good...
Well, with him and Lana, with Lana as a good manager, a person like Rusev is only as good as his manager. The Summer Rae thing, okay. Give him a manager. But those feuds were horrible.
Right.
Some people need it. And him and fucking Lana, they were great. I love Rusev.
That's why Summer Rae will probably go with Ziggler if he turns heel, which would make sense.
Yeah,
hopefully. Have a valet. Yeah, so you're telling pretty much you want to tell Vince, get over it? Is that what you want to tell him? Especially with, as Eric Bischoff would say, controversy creates cash, right? Why would you why would you be mad about it? I don't.
It's like he's not even trying to give us good TV, he's not even trying to entertain us. He's just like, this should entertain you.
Yeah, supposedly he took over for, he's overall in charge again of,
I read that too. Yeah. And then what does he give us? Kane in a lumberjack match?
Oh my God. Did you get my text the other day?
He got punched by the Big Show.
Did you get my text the other day about how I hate lumberjack matches nowadays? It's just so...
It's horrible, man.
It's just an opportunity to get all the stars out, or as they call them, WWE superstars.
Yeah, you can even call half of them stars.
It's just so annoying.